Cohen is a madman. I think he's ready to have a $350 million payroll. He's expressed his willingness to go up there if it means we can set up a World Series run, And at the end of the day, I think the Phillies proved you just got to get there. You get to the postseason and you have a chance. You do. And I know the Braves are good and the Phillies are good, but you're going to win a lot of games if you get the best players. I think Trea Turner is the best fit. I would love Aaron Judge. Don't get me wrong. I get all Mets fans by saying you want Judge because, one, you steal him from the Yankees, so it'd be awesome, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, Judge struggles in the postseason. And I feel like Trea Turner's a better fit. He'd come a little bit cheaper, not too much cheaper, but you stick him at second base, you move McNeil to the outfield, you bring back Nimmo, and then your outfield is Nimmo, McNeil, and Marte. And then McNeil and Canna, they can split left field and DH. McNeil, I mean, let's be real, he's one of the best hitters in the game. He doesn't really need to play defense to contribute. So I love the fit of Trea Turner. I do. I know there's people who would say it's a bad fit, but Trea Turner, at the end of the day, he's one of the best players in baseball, and he's been arguably the best middle infielder in baseball since he's been in the league, offensively at least. 302 career batting average in 8 years. This year he hit 298. Last year he hit 338. Yeah, last year he led the league in batting, 328. So last year he won a batting title just like McNeil won a batting title this year. He also hit 21 home runs this year, and he also batted 298 this year. He had an OPS of 809. Last year his OPS was 911. In 2020, his OPS was 982. In 2019, his OPS was 850. Trea Turner rakes. If you put Trea Turner on this Mets team this year, they would get past the Padres. And hey, the Padres got past the Dodgers, so you get past the... Trea Turner, I don't care what position he plays. There's some players that just, you make them fit. You make them fit. Trea Turner is that type of player. 809 OPS this year, 298 batting average. He had 21 home runs, 100 RBIs. He's better than Francisco Lindor. He would have had more RBIs if he was the shortstop of the New York Mets this year instead of Francisco Lindor, because guess what? He's a better hitter than Francisco Lindor. Francisco Lindor hit 270, and he's one of the most streakiest hitters in all of baseball. Trea Turner's consistent. He's also one of the fastest players in baseball. Every time he gets on base, he gets a single or a walk. It's basically a double. He's one of the fastest players in the league. This year, he had 27 stolen bases. 2021, last year, 32 stolen bases, led the league. He led the league in 2018 in stolen bases too, with 43 stolen bases, 46 stolen bases in 2017. This guy can run. This guy can hit. And I get it. Defensively, he can struggle here and there, but guess what? He's still a beast defensively too, better than most. There's some players that you make fit on that team, on whatever team, and Trea Turner is that type of player. He's the second best player on the open market outside of Aaron Judge, maybe even better than Aaron Judge. So if the Mets were to go after Trea Turner, and I think they will go after Trea Turner, when I think they should go after Trea Turner, because simply he's the best player on the open market, and you have Max Scherzer. You don't sign Max Scherzer and bring him here to be the highest annual paid pitcher in all of baseball by giving him $40 million a year and then not tool around him to win a World Series. They have World Series aspirations. They do. You don't build a team overnight, obviously, but at the end of the day, you get to the postseason, you have a shot. How do you win? Look at the Phillies. They have stars. Look at all their stars. Bryce Harper, JT Realmuto, Kyle Schwarber, Nick Castellanos, Rhys Hoskins, Aaron Nola, Zach Wheeler, David Robertson. They have stars, star-studded rosters. Houston Astros, same thing. A little bit more homegrown. But you don't need to follow the blueprint of a team to find success. You have to make your own. The Mets have the richest owner in baseball. He can afford to pay the luxury tax penalties that other owners can't. So if he wants to do a $350 million rotation because he has Max Scherzer, he has $40 million tied into Max Scherzer, and he wants to make sure that $40 million is worth it, then he's going to put other players around Max Scherzer that can help us win now. Regardless if DeGrom comes back or not, he's still going to go after Trea Turner. He's still going to go after Aaron Judge. He's going to go after Nolan Arenado. He's going to go after Josh Bell. He's going to go after every single big name in free agency because money is not an issue with the New York Mets anymore. And that attracts players. Money. Attracted Max Scherzer. Attracted Starlin Marte. So, listen, get ready for a big Mets offseason. Whether you like it or not, it's coming. The Mets are going to sign either Trea Turner probably or Aaron Judge or Nolan Arenado or Josh Bell or Justin Verlander. I don't know. But if you don't think the Mets are going to sign another superstar, then you're bugging.